Michael Jackson wasn't just a pop star. He became one of the most recognized people on earth. Born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, Michael was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family. At just 6 years old, he joined his brother in the Jackson 5. Their success was immediate. Songs like I Want You Back, ABC, and I'll Be There turned young Michael into a child superstar. But fame came with a cost. Michael later described his childhood as strict and lonely. He claimed his father, Joe Jackson, pushed the children relentlessly during rehearsals. Those early experiences would shape much of Michael's adult life. By the late 1970s, Michael began pursuing a solo career. Few could have predicted what came next. In 1982, Michael released Thriller. The album became a cultural phenomenon and remains one of the best-selling albums in history. Hits such as Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller transformed music, television, and popular culture. Michael wasn't just making music, he was redefining entertainment. His music videos became a global event. His dance moves, especially the moonwalk, became instantly recognizable. Throughout the 1980s and early 1990s, Michael dominated the charts. Albums like Bad and Dangerous cemented his status as the king of pop. Yet, as fame grew, so did the public's fascination with his personal life. One of the most famous royal encounters of the 1980s involves Michael Jackson and Princess Diana. The two first met in 1988 during Michael's world tour at Wembley Stadium in London. According to several accounts, Diana was a fan of Michael's music. Michael reportedly removed the song Dirty Diana from the concert setlist because he believed it might offend her. Diana allegedly told him to put it back into the show because it was one of her most favorite songs. The meeting generated enormous media attention. Photographs of Michael and Diana together quickly spread around the world. Years later, Michael claimed that Diana would sometimes call him and discuss the pressure of fame and public scrutiny. While details of those conversations remained largely private, both figures shared a unique experience, living under the same constant global attention. Their friendship remains one of the most talked about celebrity-royal connections of the 20th century. As the years passed, Michael's appearance changed dramatically. He explained that some of the changes were caused by vitiligo, a skin condition that affects pigmentation. He also underwent multiple cosmetic procedures, leading to endless public speculations. In the late 1980s, Michael created Neverland Ranch, a massive California estate featuring amusement rides, a zoo, and entertainment facilities. To supporters, Neverland reflected Michael's desire to recreate the childhood he felt he never had. To critics, aspects of his lifestyle appeared unusual and raised questions. The media increasingly focused on Michael's eccentric image. Stories about sleeping in oxygen chambers, owning exotic animals, and living apart from conventional society made headlines around the world. But much bigger controversies were still ahead. In 1993, Michael Jackson faced allegations of child abuse for the first time. The accusation shocked the world and threatened his career at its peak. Jackson denied all wrongdoing. A civil settlement was later reached between Jackson and the accuser's family. The settlement did not involve any admission of guilt. However, the agreement intensified public debate because many people questioned why the case was settled rather than fully litigated. Criminal charges were not filed at the time. For supporters, the settlement did not prove guilt. For critics, it raised serious concerns. The controversy followed Michael for the rest of his life. In 2003, a television documentary called Living with Michael Jackson reignited concerns about Michael's relationship with children. The documentary showed Michael discussing friendships with young fans and sparked widespread criticism. Soon afterwards, new allegations emerged. In 2005, Michael Jackson stood trial on multiple criminal charges. The trial became one of the most closely watched celebrity court cases in modern history. After months of testimony and extensive media coverage, the jury acquitted Michael Jackson on all counts. Legally, he was found not guilty. For many supporters, the verdict cleared his name. But for critics, questions remained unsolved. The debate continued long after the trial ended. By the late 2000s, Michael faced mounting financial pressure despite his immense success. In 2009, he announced a major comeback series. This is it. Demand for tickets were extraordinary, but the comeback never happened. On June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson died at the age of 50. His death was ruled a homicide caused by acute intoxication administered by his personal physician. News of his death triggered global mourning. Millions of fans gathered at memorials worldwide, and television networks interrupted regular programs to cover the story. The world had lost one of the most famous entertainers in history. Even after his death, Michael Jackson remained a deeply debated figure. In 2009, the documentary Leaving Neverland renewed allegations against him through detailed accounts from two accusers. Jackson's estate strongly rejected the claims and disputed the documentary's conclusions. As a result, public opinion remains divided. Some view Michael Jackson primarily as a revolutionary artist who influenced transformed music forever. Others believe the allegations surrounding him cannot be separated from his legacy. What remains undeniable is his cultural impact. His records continued to sell, his songs continued to be streamed, his dance moves continued to inspire performers decades later. Michael Jackson's story is one of extraordinary talent and controversies that still sparks debate around the world. More than 15 years after his death, the King of Pop remains one of the most fascinating and controversial figures in modern history.